Happy Tuesday, beautiful people. I'm Laconia, your host of So Say Me. And so, welcome to another episode of So Say Me. So, I wanted to talk to you a little bit today and just give my little 2 cents, file it under T for trash, as it relates to women over a certain age, 40s and 50s, in the dating arena, in the dating market. So I heard a video, someone sent it to me and said, take a peek, it's funny. A little element of truth, but it's funny. And essentially, the video talked about women over a certain age, that 40s and in their 50s, that their market value in terms of worthiness for an eligible man goes down or has significantly decreased. In fact, the video suggested that you're not even marketable anymore, because a woman in her 40s and 50s are used up, old, closer to death, and they really have nothing to offer, because it's a chance, she's not necessarily making any babies. And this good, eligible man doesn't want to connect and do life with a woman that he can't have children with. She's already had children. Chances are she's already been married. And the video suggested that she probably should have stayed with whoever she was with, because now that she's single and back on the scene, single, probably something's wrong with her. Probably she left the relationship and she was stupid for doing so, that now her chances are slim to none, and her competition, the 20 and 30-year-olds with no children, their bodies are still tight, their punani isn't exhausted and worn out, well, that woman can't compete. And it said that it alluded or indicated that pretty much the tables have turned. Men have, like, they get to pick and choose. They have the pick of the litter, especially these good, high valued men, right? They can pick the 20 and 30-year-olds with a flat stomach and no children and never been divorced and not thoroughly tampered with it. And they can either have at it with them and choose them to settle down with, or they can just play around, because a man, he may not necessarily want to settle down. He may like to just travel, build his business or his enterprise or empire, whichever term you choose. And and literally the video said, kind of like a brothel, meaning he can pick and choose to have a variety of women that he deals with no commitment, no accountability, and no responsibility. And for the 40 and 50-year-old woman, well, if he selects you to kind of play in his brothel, play in his arrangement, play in his yard in that way, then, well, just know that that's the best that you're going to get, because you outshot your shot. Literally, these are words. I'm pulling words from the video, and so I listened. I actually had a candid response to the. But I offer you this, and that is, instead of being angry, also suggested that women are bitter and angry, yada yada, a whole lot of stuff. Instead of being angry, beautiful, beautiful sisters, I offer you an opportunity. Consider agency. And what I mean by that is, if a gentleman doesn't choose you, instead of perceiving that as he's rejected you, consider yourself having been protected, and exercise your agency to follow the protection through to make the next right decision for you. Right? This isn't about you spending your energy trying to prove to him your worth. I'm suggesting that exercising agency, recognize that his preference doesn't meet your criteria, right? To even be considered, like, you have agency. He may prefer entanglements, situationships, friends with benefits. And if you're not 20 and you're not 30 and he prefers them younger, we don't need to vilify him to edify us. The man doesn't need to be vilified in order for the woman to be edified. You following me? All I'm saying is exercise agency. And what appears to be rejection is really protection. And it's okay. There are enough men who prefer to live that way, who say, I want moments, with many instead of memories with one, right? It takes a different ilk of man to build with one person. Even if you don't do it from the traditional perspective of legalizing it, what we call marriage in the West, if you committed to say, I want to commit to one woman, one individual, one person, and be responsible, accountable, right? And committed. And so I encourage you, don't spend your energy being angry. Don't spend your energy trying to prove to him your value, trying to prove to him what he missed. Instead, use your energy on your agency, and that is move yourself from that situation when that individual let you know that you all don't have agreement in terms of relationship. So you might say, okay, Laconia, well, how am I supposed to know? So say me, because you're going to get disclaimers instead of declarations. The disclaimers are all the reasons, kind of like the commercials when they tell you here's the medicine that you can take, but here's the side effects. It might cause this, that, and the third. Those are the disclaimers. If you date me, woman over 40, woman over 50, or having been divorced or have children, if you date me, here's the fine print. It's the disclaimers. We're not in a relationship, which means I am not accountable to you. I am not responsible for you, and I am not declaring you. This the disclaimer. So that means you may suffer from feeling jealous. You may suffer from only coming out at night. You may suffer some of the side effects, right? You may suffer from there's going to be a nominal amount of effort and investment that he's going to put into you. Like the disclaimers. It's okay if the gentlemen have disclaimers. We're not going to vilify him for that, right? We're not going to vilify like that's the product. I'm offering, let's read the fine print. And you're looking for a declaration that says, I choose you. Yes, there are a myriad of options. There will always be options, but I choose to do life with you. Period. I want to be accountable. I want to be responsible to you. I want to declare you. Anything short of that, you have something different. So, beautiful people, I offer you an opportunity to really consider agency as opposed to anger. The video talked about the women being bitter, mad, and angry, and he gonna miss me when I'm gone and all of that stuff. I'm just saying, why give him that energy, right? He made his decision. Bravo to that man or those men who were able to make a good decision for him. And it's bravo to you if you exercise agency to say, wow, thank you, because protection comes in all kinds of ways. And when you recognize that you're being protected, exercise agency to use this season for preparation. What do you mean by preparation, Laconia? I mean, keep getting better. Keep doing what you're doing, right? One monkey don't stop a show. Just recognize that wasn't a good fit because the two of you didn't align. The two of you didn't agree. And know that, yes, you will meet a man. There is a man out there who want what you want in terms of being responsible, in terms of being accountable, in terms of building something long-term more than a moment, right? He wants memory. He wants to build. And whether or not you legalize that commitment, that declaration, that relationship is your business. But there are people who absolutely want that. So don't be discouraged. And the reason I encourage you that, because when we get discouraged, sometimes we get desperate. And when we get desperate, then you end up signing on for entanglement, signing on for situationship, signing on for arrangements when truly your heart's desire is relationship, right? You want to be chosen. And so I'm suggesting to you, so say me, stop chasing after him and start running after you. Stop chasing after him and start running after you. That's what you do with your energy. And last,